Okay, hello, and we're here at in Clunes, and we have Darren from Gold Relics, and we're going to go on a little gold tour later, and hopefully might be able to find my first gold nugget. What do you reckon, Darren?
We will.
We will find a gold nugget. Fantastic. So, Darren, you've been looking for gold for a number of years now. I know that you lived in Ballarat. Talk us through like your first time you found a gold nugget.
I suppose what got me interested in the gold was my grandfather lived out near Dalesford, and he used to take me out in his old Holden ute and pan for gold, and I got a bit of an interest in it then. Then in 1980 I got my first metal detector, started looking for coins and relics, more looking for that. And then one day I found my first little gold nugget by mistake, and I remember riding my bike home as fast as I could to my parents and showing them, and then rode another probably 3 k's to show my mate who was my employer at the time. And I remember him saying, "Is that all you found?" But to me it was everything, you know.
You must have felt that you won lotto that day.
It did, it wasn't worth a terrible lot, but it was just the once you find your first bit of gold, it's in your blood for life, and it's just incredible.
So where did you go from there? Like, I mean, how long were you searching before you found that first gold nugget?
Probably took me about 6 months to find my first piece, but once I found my first bit of gold, it was sort of, for me, it was all about the gold, and I had the bug, you know, and I was out every chance I could after work, you know, before work, just hoping to find that big piece, you know.
And have you?
The biggest I've personally found is a 24-ounce piece.
Wow.
And that was, probably about that big.
Yep.
And that was only 3 inches down, which I found 3 years ago.
So 3 inches down from the ground, 3 years ago, here in Clunes?
No, not in Clunes.
Oh,
secret
we
location.
want to get the scoop.
But it was an obvious place where everyone had been before. And I was just walking along, got the loud sound on the metal detector. I looked down for the beer can, no rubbish there. And I thought, oh, that's funny. So I turned the pick on the side. I scraped 2 inches of sand away, scraped another inch, and it come up onto the mound. But when I first saw it, I thought, oh, someone's played a trick on me. It's a bit of painted lead.
Yes, yeah.
But as soon as I picked it up, I knew it was no trick and it was real. And, we actually sold that to a private collector. And, we actually got $30,000 for it at the time.
$30,000, wow.
You know.
3 years ago.
Yeah, 3 years ago.
And from that, I'm going to jump a bit, talking about gold and how, you know, you found that gold nugget 3 years ago. I recently read that there was a recent found only a month ago here in the local area that started another gold rush.
Well, that was 5.5 kilo, which in ounces is 177 ounces. Now, just on gold value, you're looking approximately 300,000, but as a collector's piece, that they can be worth a lot more money, you know. But you've got to find the right person to have the money, I suppose, to buy it, you know. It could be worth up to $500,000, but
wow. So who would have thought, everyone, that that's actually on your doorstep here in Victoria? So come on down to Clunes and check out Darren and his amazing tour. Now, from that and your journey from the 1980s, obviously you were buying and selling and met a number of other gold prospectors along the way, and you actually set up your gold buying business? How did that come about?
How it come about was I found a 16-ounce piece there one day. It wasn't the prettiest of pieces, but it was as an average piece. And I offered it to some buyers, but I found that I wasn't being offered a fair price. So I actually put it on eBay.
Did you really?
Yeah, I did. It was my first piece I'd ever put on there.
And how long ago was this?
It'd probably be about 15 years ago.
15 years ago, yeah.
But I put it on eBay, and the gentleman that bought it was a gold buyer in America. And he started putting in orders for certain size nuggets and that. So I started buying off my friends, and the business sort of grew from there. And, you know, we sell all over the world. We sell America, Germany, France, all over the world, you know. But with the bigger pieces that I buy, I always offer them firstly to the local museums and private collectors, because I like to see the big pieces kept in the country. It's a part of our history.
It is, yeah.
And I'd rather get less money, but, you know, have them kept in the country. Because the big one that was found in 1982, I think it was, the Hand of Faith, that ended up in America, and, you know, yeah, I'm just sorry that it has gone over there and never stayed in Australia.
Yeah. So, talking about the history of Clunes, was Clunes the very first gold mining town in Victoria?
First registered,
okay.
gold mining town. Back then, they were walking up the local creek here, and the gold was just sticking out of the embankment. You know, that's how rich it was.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that was back in the 1880s?
Yeah, 1851, I think it was.
Yeah.
You know, that's how rich it was.
Wow.
Yeah. But
it's just kind of hard to comprehend now, isn't it? That's actually how it was.
But like in this town back then, we had, I think it was 32 hotels and pubs, you know, and now we've got one operating one, you know, so it would have been a hive of activity. There would have been a lot of people around, you know.
Yeah.
But out of the local mines here, they got 2,000 tonnes of gold.
Wow.
Yeah.
So how many mines were there in the heyday around here?
The main mine here was called the Port Phillip Mine, and it was a lot of English investors, and they had the most advanced equipment in Australia. Yeah.
So, and then all the mines, all in the local area, then all the way around Ballarat as well?
Yeah. Well, the area I'll be taking you to later is an area where it's alluvial nugget. That is gold that has broken away from the stone and gone into the lower points, being rivers and streams and that. And some of these areas, it was not uncommon to be 50,000, 60,000 people there, you know. Yeah. And, you know, Chinese were also on the gold fields, you know. Yeah. But, it's... my mum always said I should have been born 100 years ago.
Yes, you're natural.
Yeah.
You've got an instinct.
But I wish I had a detector, you know, back then.
Yeah, rather than just slushing the old-fashioned way.
Yeah.
So talk us through some of the items here that you've got.
I suppose it's not just... Well, they're some replicas of some nuggets that were found. That one there was found up near Kingower, that's 122 ounce. That one was found near Ballarat, that's 250 ounces.
Wow. So these are the type of nuggets then that would have been just close to the surface that people would have seen. Yeah,
and the miners found back then, you know. But it's not just gold you find on the gold fields, there's also relics you can find, you know. Old miners' broken pistols and Chinese coins there.
Wow. And so these are all the relics that you've personally found?
Some are, and some I've bought off friends.
Yes,
I'll just...
Yep.
Like they're old belt buckles from the gold. Yeah, now that can be worth, you know, $200-300.
Yes.
So it's not just gold you're looking for on the fields. There's an old.
Are they cricket bats?
Yeah, cricket bats. Yeah. That's an old miner's ring.
Fantastic.
Yeah, made out of natural gold nuggets.
Wow.
You know, something like that you're probably looking at $1,500. Yeah, but just all bits and pieces.
And so these were the weights that they would have weighed the gold for?
Yeah, when they were weighing gold, it was in troy weight. To convert that back to today, there's 31.1 grams to a troy ounce. You know, they're weights that would have been used in a bank, because that's 100 ounce, that biggest one there.
Wow.
Yeah.
They're all pistols and everything, incredible.
Yeah.
And these ones here, what would these be used for?
Yeah, that one was actually found under an old shed out on the gold fields. Yeah. And that one, was Yeah, I just purchased that at a sale.
Old pistols.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
but yeah.
And do you want to talk us through this one?
Okay.